Hi, my name is Dennis Peterson, and after I uploaded the last tutorial, like, I don't know, 1 hour ago, I decided I wasn't done yet. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to make a Anjuna padline. Not Anjuna padline, but the Anjuna patch. Yeah, so let's get to it. What I start with, as always, is I'm making a combinator. Within that combinator, I always make a mixer. Within that mixer, I am gonna make a Thor. Thor is great because of two things. It has multi-oscillator, which is really great, and it has like some weird ass detune modes, which we're gonna use. So how does this sound right now? I just changed it to the multi-oscillator. It sounds like this. That's a pretty cool sound, but that's not exactly what we're going for. So try to. It sounds pretty similar, but now I'm just gonna turn up the detune a bit, like 30-ish. So as you can hear right now, this is actually in mono. What I'm gonna do to make it stereo, some people might not agree with what I'm doing. That's fine. I am holding control in, and I'm just dragging this and pasting it. That makes a copy of the same patch. But actually I shouldn't have done that yet, because I'm gonna program the synth first. So I'm deleting that again. Let's see. Yeah, this is connected to the mixer. Great. Sounds like this right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bypass the filter, so all the sound comes through. No filters, no EQs, no nothing. So after this, I'm gonna play with the envelope. So I want the decay and sustain to be maximum, because we don't want the sound to change at all. What we do want the sound to do is fade in and fade a bit out us. This sound pretty okay right now. Okay, so some people I know some people know that you can program this to have like the oscillator input of the source and blah blah blah. So you can actually stereo field it within one Thor. But I actually forgot how to do this, so I'm gonna do it the old way. So okay, right now I'm gonna copy the Thor synth. So just copy it like this. Gonna paste the other one into this one. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna change the tune a bit on both of them, separate ways. As you can hear now, it's still mono. That's because I didn't change the left and right. First, I'm gonna tune it down, because it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be really loud. So, one left and one right. And there we have it. A super saw, that's really nice. Okay, so are we done yet? No, of course we're not. This sound is literally it's too dry, so to say. So let's add some effects. So what I usually do is I add a reverb 7000, but I'm not adding it as an ascend effect. I'm adding it as an actual after the mixer-ish thing. So from the mixer into the RV7000 into the combinator input. And let's start to program this. So what I usually use with Padlines is the arena reverb. I can't say reverb today. Blah blah blah. So I chose the reverb, and I'm setting the decay to a pretty high, ridiculous number. As you can hear, there's some mono signal in here. We don't want mono on the stereo like the reverb. Some people might want to, compared to what kind of sound you're going for. But in this tutorial, we're not gonna want mono. We're gonna make it super stereo width. So turning up the stereo level. Sounds like this now. So I'm turning on the EQ on the reverb. And I'm going to the EQ. And as before, I'm gonna cut down at least 250 Hertz. so we don't have that deep. Yeah, 400 is probably better in this case. So let's see, what can we do? Yeah, we want to add a lot of like reverb, dry wet. And turn up the EQ, high EQ on the reverb. Like we want it to be long and floaty. So, okay. So what we have so far is that we have the Padline, the pad synth without any filters on it, because I turned them off, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert a, what's it called, ECF, and I'm pasting it right here. And we want that to go into, like from the mixer into the filter before it goes to the reverb. And I'll show you why, because it makes different sounds. So here's what's happening when I turn the filter down when it's playing. So right now you can hear that the filter is turning down the actual sound, but not the reverb. So listen to this, what happens when we do it the other way around. So now I'm turning down the reverb too. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So at least if not in this particular tutorial. So there we go. Turning it all back. So what can we do now? Like we have the filters, and I showed you in the last tutorial how you could actually program your synth. So let's program this rotary one to frequency of the filter one. So, and let's see, it's 127 right now, so maximum should be 127. So we're naming this filter 1. And let's see, in some cases this one actually it sounds very bad right now for me. I want to add a bit of top end before it reaches the EQ, of course, and I also want to add a bit of like 300-500 hertz. Okay, so let's try this in practice. Close that down. 138. Who's afraid of? I am not. So let's just make like a basic, I don't know, boom. Make it the bass part. I see. There we go. This is a weird one. Yeah, let's see. So this is what's supposed to be. I'm just trying something right here. This is, I don't know, random. Okay. Dum, dum. Okay, let's try this one more time and adding another notes. Like you can hear in the last part, it sounds pretty good if you ask me. So let's try to add that in every single chord. And of course, we can use the filter to filter everything. So this is how you get the really rich kind of... oh, I forgot to add that. This is how you get the really rich kind of Anjuna saw pad. And in some of their tracks, they also had another, like, subtractor like this, kind of. Not that I've seen their project, but this kind of sounded like they had something like this. So yeah, this was basically it. I think there's not much more to say. Like, this is pretty simple, as you can see. There's not so much behind this. This is basically just what kind of reverb you do and what kind of EQ you do on it, and it will sound pretty good in your mix. Yeah. So I hope you liked my video, and I hope you want to subscribe to my channel and like me on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Bye.